she spent months learning to change tires at pit stop speed in a Formula One garage. Now, Callie Cooke is trading in her torque wrench for a leading role alongside one of Hollywood's most enduring action icons, and the industry is watching closely. Warner Brothers has confirmed that British actress Callie Cooke has been cast as the female lead opposite Keanu Reeves in an upcoming untitled science fiction action film to be directed by Tim Miller. Production officially began this week, with the cast and crew shooting on location in the Dominican Republic before relocating to the United Kingdom for additional filming. The project, which was previously known under the working title Shiver when Warner Brothers acquired it last fall, is now simply referred to as the untitled Tim Miller. Keanu Reeves' film, a placeholder that, given the pedigree attached, still manages to generate enormous buzz. Written by Ian Shaw, the film centers on a smuggler, played by Reeves, who finds himself trapped in a deadly time loop following a violent double cross while working a job in the Caribbean Sea. With hostile mercenaries closing in from every direction and sharks circling the waters below, survival becomes an increasingly impossible equation. Cooke plays a scientist whose role becomes central to unraveling the mystery at the heart of the loop. The film has been described by those close to the project as carrying unmistakable shades of Edge of Tomorrow. The 2014 Tom Cruise sci-fi thriller built around a soldier reliving the same catastrophic battlefield and The Shallows, the 2016 Blake Lively survival film that put one woman alone against a great white shark. The combination of those two worlds' relentless time loop tension and open water dread positions this project as something genuinely unlike anything currently on the theatrical calendar. Warner Brothers has set a release date of the 13th of August 2027. To bring the Caribbean sequences to life with the necessary scale, the production is making extensive use of massive water tanks alongside its ocean location work in the Dominican Republic. The logistical ambition of the shoot reflects the confidence the studio has placed in the material. Tim Miller, best known for directing the first Deadpool film in 2016 and the Netflix anthology series Love, Death, and Robots, brings a reputation for visceral, technically inventive filmmaking that suits the project's demanding scope. Matthew Vaughn, Aaron Ryder, Andrew Sweat, and John Zauzerny are producing, with Scott Lumpkin serving as executive producer. Joining Cooke and Reeves on the call sheet are Nicholas Duvernay, Stephen Waddington, Abraham Popoola, Bobby Holland Hanton, and Anastasia Safonov, filling out a roster of characters described as ranging from shipmates to mercenaries. Duvernay was recently seen in the third season of the Emmy-nominated HBO series The White Lotus and in the Peacock drama Bel Air, and is set to appear in Universal's Reminders of Him, adapted from Colleen Hoover's best-selling novel, as well as Amazon and MGM's The Love Hypothesis, opposite Lily Reinhart and Tom Bateman. Waddington currently stars as the ruthless Earl of Huntington in the Lionsgate TV and MGM Plus series Robin Hood, with prior credits including Apple TV Plus' Slow Horses and The Last of the Mohicans. Popoola brings his own growing profile to the project, with appearances in Slow Horses, Netflix's Atlas, and the John Wick spin-off Ballerina. Hanton, one of the film industry's most accomplished stunt performers, has credits spanning Argylle, Thor, Love and Thunder, and the forthcoming Now You See Me sequel. Safonov rounds out the ensemble, with upcoming appearances in Eternity opposite William H. Macy and Greg Kinnear, and the indie feature Floating Carousel. For Cooke, the casting represents a dramatic acceleration of a career that has been building with considerable momentum on both sides of the Atlantic. The London-trained actress first emerged on British television in 2016 with a guest appearance on the BBC medical drama Doctors, quietly laying the groundwork for a resume that would expand across comedy, drama, and high-profile genre work. Her performance in the BBC comedy series Cheaters earned her widespread recognition in the UK, while a guest-led episode of Doctor Who opposite Ncuti Gatwa for BBC and Disney Plus in 2024 signalled a growing reach beyond traditional British audiences. The comedy series Henpocalypse also contributed meaningfully to her profile, showcasing a blend of sharp timing and genuine emotional range that critics noted placed her in a class somewhat apart from her peers. Her international breakthrough, however, arrived with F1, directed by Joseph Kosinski and starring Brad Pitt and Damson Idris. Cooke played Jodie, a pit crew mechanic and tire gun operator for the fictional Formula One team APXGP. To earn the role authentically, she underwent rigorous training with real motorsport professionals, drilling tire changes and mechanical procedures with a dedication that went well beyond what the camera would ultimately capture. During the 2024 British Grand Prix weekend at Silverstone, Cooke and the F1 film crew performed a live pit stop demonstration alongside actual Formula One teams, a moment she would later describe as one of the coolest experiences of her career. Though the role itself was relatively contained within the film's larger ensemble, the global platform that F1 provided introduced Cooke to an audience she had never before reached, and the response was immediate enough to make the industry take notice. Landing the female lead in a major Warner Brothers release directed by Tim Miller and co-starring Keanu Reeves is the kind of step that, in retrospect, tends to define a career. Cooke is repped by Curtis Brown and Jackaway Austin, with a release date locked for the summer of 2027 and production now underway. The pieces are in place for what could be one of the more talked-about action films of that year. Whether the chemistry between Cooke's scientist and Reeves' time-looping smuggler translates into something as memorable as the premise promises remains to be seen, but based on everything that has led Callie Cooke to this moment, there is little reason to bet against her. Are you excited to see Callie Cooke step into a leading Hollywood role alongside Keanu Reeves? Do you think The Edge of Tomorrow meets The Shallows concept is the right kind of reinvention for a Keanu Reeves summer blockbuster? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you want to stay ahead of every major casting announcement and Hollywood development as it breaks, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a story.